Hello, everybody, and welcome. Happy Galentine's Day. So today, I have two very special guests. You guys have seen Kenya before. She's been on with me during Mental Health Month last year from Del Rey. So we share a lot of life stuff together, especially in the behavioral health field. Our super special guest today is Miss Gloria, and happy birthday. You just had your 80th birthday over the weekend.
Yes.
You want to say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody.
And Miss Gloria is Kenya's mom.
Yeah.
And it's always fun talking to her. We've already had such a long conversation today. I feel like everybody missed all these gems, but we're going to get to hear it. I think there's going to be some special recording even after this. She's doing some other events. So today, it's Happy Galentine's Day, which is supposed to be about friends, girlfriends, pretty much, and about the ladies in our lives and what impact they've had in our lives. And so that's what I wanted to kind of talk about for a little bit and see how, especially with your, wisdom and years of friendships, 60 years, how have your girlfriends impacted your life? Especially with the 80th birthday, having had everybody come out to see you.
I have friends from childhood. My best friend, we met when we were 7 years old in second grade. She is from Azuka, Florida. That is over near Belgrade. She moved to Delray. I was born and raised in Delray. So she came to school and she became my friend. As of today, we are still best friends. And her name is Emily Patricia Tobart. She is my dearest, dearest friend. We share a lot of memories together. She lives one street over from me now. And she grew up on 9th, I grew up on 7th. So we've always lived in the same neighborhood also. But there is nothing like having a best friend. You don't have to see them every day. You don't have to be in their house every day. But as we have gotten older, we call and check on each other every day, every night. And she always calling, the alarm on, the door locked, you in bed yet? Blah, 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 that kind of stuff. And I do appreciate it because I'm here by myself and she's by herself.
Yeah.
So we do check on each other every day. But like I say, to be friends, you don't have to always be in somebody's house, in somebody's business every day.
Yeah.
But just know when you do need a very close friend, someone that you can confide in. When you need to cry at night, you can pick up the phone and call them and they can cry with you. If you need to laugh, you can pick up the phone, call them and they can laugh with you. And of course, you share all your secrets from childhood to adulthood. But then I have other friends too that I grew up with. But she is my oldest and dearest childhood friend. But I have cousins that I grew up with. That's my friends also. And it's also good to have a male friend. Not a boyfriend or nothing like that. But somebody that you can just, maybe a guy friend you can call.
We asked for this.
Yeah, she's going to tell you.
Somebody that you can call. Maybe you need to have a screwed in somewhere. Come here and do something. But it's okay to have a gentleman friend that, that you can call and say, hey, come change this light bulb for me. My alarm going crazy. Do this for me. Something like that. People think you cannot have a friend of the opposite sex, but you can. Be truly, truly good friends. So, what else you
Thank you, Miss Gloria. Oh my gosh. So, Kenya, how have your girlfriends impacted? What is the most meaningful thing for you about having had friends who are women and girlfriends?
The most meaningful thing for me, I think, in my friendship circle is we are a sense of emotional support for one another.
True.
And just like my mother, I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree and doesn't roll far either. I learned a lot from my mother and her friendships and the longevity of her friendships.
Yeah.
And so me personally, I don't have a large friendship circle.
Yeah.
Many of the friends that I have are childhood female friends or their family members that have kind of crossed into the boundary of friendship.
Yeah.
The friends that we choose for ourselves. So the valuable part of that for me is not having to tell my story over and over again.
Yes.
Not having to like explain all of the weird nuances of who Kenya is.
Yeah.
And I know that I can be a little quirky, and so just having people that see me and accept me for who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to start the story all over again. I can just
Yeah.
kind of pick up the phone or text, or when we get together, we're able to all just chime in and pick up on what's happening in each other's lives and be a sense of emotional support for one another. And for me, that has been the most amazing thing about having sisterhood circles and having female friendships and, you know, sisterhoods like ours and being able to celebrate Galentine's Day this way. I don't think I've ever celebrated Galentine's Day ever.
Right.
This is a first for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than with my mom who just turned 80 and my sister, you know, Julia. So that part for me is the emotional support, just having somebody, and you don't have to start the clock over on telling the story and that whole get to meeting, you know, nice to meet you.
Yes.
I don't want to do that ever again.
So before we came on live, we had so much such an amazing story and history, because Miss Gloria has been in Delray all your life?
All of my life.
All of her life. And she's going to actually be the featured speaker at Spady Museum
on March 11th.
On March 11th. She's history. We're talking Black History Month right here. What a blessing. Yes. What a blessing. I mean, I've received so much information today, because normally we do events, and of course you don't get to talk too much about stuff like that, but in a day like today when you can just chill and talk. So I want you guys to ask yourselves, how have you benefited from the girls in your life? And I like what you said about not having to restart your story, and I like what you said, Miss Gloria, about friendships you've had since childhood, because I'm thinking of one friend who's been my friend since I was 6 years old, and we still talk and we go deep. We might not talk forever, but we might not talk for a long time, but when we talk, we're still right there. There's no having to reintroduce yourself. Yes. And I think I want to say that girlfriends are good for our health. Yeah. Physical health. Yes. Right? Not just mental health, but the laughter, somebody who knows you, somebody who gets you, and having a variety of friends, I'll say, because I don't know about you guys, but they're friends who you know, who you can tell, and what you can tell one person and what you can tell the other person. So I want you guys to think about that maybe and share what Galentine's Day. Today's Galentine's Day, meaning the days when women celebrate friendship, and what that means. So that's why we were hanging out today for a little bit to talk about that. And I wanted to see, did you have something else you want to share with us before?
Also Saturday, I myself don't really know what it's about, but Saturday morning at Pompey Park, and I'm sure it's a community activity, they have asked me to come to Pompey Park from 11 to 2. They're having some kind of program, and they've asked me to come and talk about my bringing up in Delray. Since I was born and raised here, I've always lived on Northwest 7th Avenue, and they think that's great. Yeah. I've never lived off of this street. On my whole 80 years of life, I was born on the street. I was born at home. So I was born on the street, and I've been here the whole 80 years. So anyway, when they called me, I asked them what I need to talk about. And they said, your childhood bringing up. So if you all can come or listen or whatever, it's Sunday, it's Saturday, this Saturday, from 11 to 2. It's some kind of African program.
Awesome.
Pompey Park.
It's Black History Month, and I do believe I'll come back in the comments in a little bit and share the organization and the actual name of the program and the exact time that it starts. But I think it's interesting, and I want to say thank you to Julia for even just thinking of me and my mom today.
Yeah.
We really did have an amazing weekend celebrating her, and we got a chance to celebrate her friends too.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I say that because she highlighted my godmother, Pat Dobard, but on her actual birthday on Saturday, we got a chance to, have folks in the room that have known my mother since before I was born, since before my brother was born, and my brother is 8 years older than me, so I won't reveal our ages and all of that, but I'll just say for decades and decades and decades, you guys can do the math. If she's 80, friends that she's had since childhood or her early 20s and 30s, that are still ladies that are connected to my mother, that are her confidant, that are her emotional support system, people that show up and stand in the gap. And I think that's what today is all about, and I'm grateful that you're giving us a chance to just celebrate that. Because at 80, I have so many family members and friends that are no longer with us. Even my own personal best friend, who I was friends, we became friends when we were 6 years old, Aja Raymond. She is no longer with us. She is in heaven, but she's still my best friend. I think of her often. And it's interesting that today is Galentine's Day, because that's what we used to call each other. Hey gal, hey gal. But her spirit lives with me, and I'm grateful for the years that I had of her friendship, and I'm grateful for the years that I have of friendship with the folks that are still with me. And so watching my mother and her friends and the bonds that they still carry, it lets me know that, like, man, I have so many years to look forward to. If I remain grateful, thankful, blessed, I have years to look forward to in friendship and relationships with my female friends too, and my female family members that have become friends. Because you don't come by those things very easily, and you cherish them, for the gems that they are. And so, I'm just grateful that you even asked. Because I don't know that I've ever been asked, but
oh, I'm so glad. I feel so rich, and thank you for what you've said. I don't know if there's anybody who's commented. You can take a look. But
Lisa McMillan's watching. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, hi, Lisa.
Cut to Conversations last Thursday of the month. Uppercuts Barbershop. Come
down the
us.
street, right on 5th. So, oh my gosh, this is so. The way I think about my friends, my female friends, is how wealthy I am. I think of it in terms of wealth and abundance, because there's so much that I've gained, and so much that we learn even from giving, whether it's listening, being there in weird ways that you don't even think about, and also being at a distance, because I have friends from around the world, and people who are in different parts of the world as we speak right now, because a lot of the people who I feel have had such an impact on my life are not even here in Florida, but we're still close friends. I have friends here, but today being Galentine's Day, that's what I was thinking and wanting us to celebrate, because sometimes we focus a lot on Valentine's only being about romantic relationships,
right,
that we forget about love between friends. And to be honest, that's what really, really can sustain you through the years, right?
Yes.
Not just the romantic relationships, but having people in your life who will speak into your life in all seasons. And yeah, guys, as you're looking at Miss Gloria, that's 80, okay? 80, all that beauty. And you are a beautician.
Yes.
Yes.
Still.
She's still a beautician.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Not as much,
Not
but
as
yes.
much as you used to.
No, but I'm still here.
You're still
Who
here.
still works after 63 years?
63 years
She-
as a
As a
beautician.
63, did you hear that? 63 years as a beautician.
Yeah.
I just pray to make it to see 63. Can I just see 63, let alone 63 years of a career?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's my latest, my greatest inspiration.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
And I
gosh.
tell people all the time,
Yeah.
do you know anybody that's worked for 63 years? I am retired. I'm not doing anybody else's hair. I'm done.
Yeah.
But I have
She
one or
doesn't
two.
even-
I have one or two that won't let you
Yeah.
retire.
You know something that you say that I wanted to. She said this off as we were talking. Like I said, we talked a long time before we went live. But you talked about the weddings that you never used to have a lot of people, but you had close. Just one friend who would stand with you.
Yes.
And the fact that you got married here, years
Years ago.
like years ago.
Yes.
And that you say that people used to have the reception in a yard,
In
and
the
it was
yard.
really about the friends and the community.
Yes. You invited. We had no event halls or anything like that
Yeah.
to have our weddings. We had no church weddings, even though we had a church. But the weddings was usually in your yard on a Sunday afternoon after church, and there was no invitations for just certain people. The invitations went out to the churches because you knew people in all of the churches, and everybody was invited.
Yeah.
So they came to the wedding. After the wedding, they had a big reception in the yard, and the friends and families cooked all of the food and brought food, and we had food just like we have today, maybe better and more. But that was many years ago also.
Yeah.
But it was fun. That's what we know as a wedding and a reception. You just invited all of your friends, and I guess the party that my daughter and my son gave me on Saturday, I had so many people there, not as nearly as many as I could have had,
Mm-hmm.
but that's the type of celebrations I was used to.
Yeah.
Bringing all the family and the friends and the community together and just break bread together. So, people brought gifts. The young people today, I often tell them, you don't go to birthday parties and weddings without a gift. You take something to a birthday party or a gift. And it was
You gonna get this cultural education one way or another, and you gonna get some instructions to take away.
yes, you all
Please.
remember.
Please write these things down. These are facts.
Don't
in 2020.
Go to nobody. Young people don't take gifts to people when they get married at wedding reception. It doesn't have to be something cost a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Go to the store and buy them a cup, a vase, a towel, a dish towel, a pot holder, something. Just don't come empty-handed. But I know we talk about this all the time amongst my friends. That's why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
Young people don't bring gifts to weddings. Young people don't bring gifts to birthday parties. So who do they invite? Their parents' friends, because the old people gonna come with something. Young people don't bring nothing.
Well, you had it from Miss Gloria. Come with something. Go see. Or at least
that's your Galentine's Day tip from Miss Gloria.
right? Or
Don't go anywhere empty-handed. Ever.
Or send. I think we send the cash up and the Venmo and the Zelle.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
we do
all
that in 2023.
She's still saying, please, let's step it up, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm
Yes.
hearing. Let's step it up.
My
among
mother's
friends.
the kind that will tell you they still sell greeting cards at Dollar Tree, 2 for $1. You can stop right there and get a gift card, or a greeting card.
Yep.
She believes in greeting cards. She believes in writing personal messages to people. She believes in telling people really how you feel about them,
Yeah.
and letting folks know that they are appreciated. And I think that's the notion that she is really trying to carry over, is that, like, when you arrive to celebrate someone, bring more than just yourself.
Yes.
Bring something to leave behind that will bless the folks that are celebrating.
Yeah.
So it's not about the materialistic nature of giving a gift, but it's more about the thought that goes into it and celebrating the moment by leaving something that the person has to remember your
Yeah.
presence by,
Yeah.
in the form of a present. Isn't that what you were saying?
Yes,
Mom?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
She taught
Well-
me everything I know. I just know
Yes.
how to speak Gloria.
Yes. Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I
Wow.
just want to say I have a lot of friends. I appreciate all of them. I have a group of friends that I call my Uber drivers. They take me back and forth to the doctors, to the store. We leave in the morning. Sometimes we don't come back tonight. And their husbands say, see you 12 o'clock. They mean 12 o'clock midnight. They don't
Oh.
mean 12 o'clock noon. But they know that we're together. I can call them anytime, and they're there for me. I want to say thank you to them, too, and their husbands for putting up with me.
Yeah.
And, you know, in my doings, I do appreciate you.
Yeah.
All of you, all of my friends, all of my customers, they're my friends, too. Okay.
Aw. Well, happy Galentine's Day, and what do you say? Miss
Happy Galentine's Day, and I'm gonna take a moment and just say Happy Galentine's Day to all my homies out there, all the gals, all the guys, and special Happy Galentine's Day to my cousin Kyla Jones Menifee, who flew from California to surprise Mom for her birthday. She is traveling as we speak, but we want to wish her safe travels, and she's my cousin BFF on the west coast of the country. And we just love and adore and appreciate her so much too. And my other cousin that came from Missouri for Mom's party too. So that my Galentine's Day wish is for my family members that traveled and thought it was not too much to do for their sweet Aunt Glo. Because everybody knows how much I love my mom, but it's nice to see other people show up,
Yeah.
you know, and express their love and express their appreciation and go that extra mile
Yeah.
to just be present. And so, of course, happy Galentine's Day to all my friends and friends across the miles. Thank you, Julia, for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So thank you so much, everybody, for being on today. We're going to look at the comments and we'll keep commenting. And so happy Galentine's Day to all my friends, especially all my girlfriends, no matter where you are on earth. And today it's an honor to have had Miss Gloria with us. I know that we'll post a couple of the events that she's speaking at. As you guys heard, she's an expert on Delray Beach history and especially Black history here because it's Black History Month. So happy Galentine's Day. This was Let's Talk Live with Julia. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you.